Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. We're doing it again, playing another round of Final Fantasy Tactics. Obviously, absolutely love this game. I can't stay away for too long. Obviously, playing the War of the Lions version, and actually playing this on a PSP emulator, so keep that in mind. All right, let's do a new game. I am Erazlam, student of Ivalice's middle age. You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? Yes. It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find the mention of Delita Hyrule, a heretofore unknown young man, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a heroism of great renown, a story familiar to all who dwell within our land. Ah, but what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man, the youngest of House Beowulf, long famed for producing leaders of knights and men. I'm going to say Beowulf. There is no official record of the role he played in on history's stage. However, according to the Durai papers, the existence of which became known to the public only this last year, they had long lain concealed in church archives. This forgotten young man is, in fact, the true hero. The church maintains he was a heretic, an inciter of unrest, and disturber of the peace. Which account is to be believed? Join me in my search to uncover the answer. But before we begin, might I ask you to share with me your name and the date of your birth? Oh my god, this game is so good. I love it so much. Alright, we're just going to go with the default Ramza. I'll give him my birthday, as one does. Alright, I'll let the cutscene play here, then I'll do the commentary again afterwards. O Father, abandon not your wayward children of Evilus, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation. Lady Ovelia, it is time. I'll not be much longer, Agrius. Your escort has already arrived, Majesty. Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry. Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour. Kefgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess. Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. You would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries. I see even the noble order of the northern sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves. A guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not expect chivalry. We are in employ of the order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you. Govern your tongue. Enough. Let us be on our way. The Father watch over you, child. And you, elder. Milady, the enemy is upon us. Duke Goltana's men? We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep. What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job? I'm a knight no longer, just another sellsword. Right then, to battle. Deliver us, O Lord. All right, well. Let's do some delivering then. So this first battle is just a tutorial battle, and it has really no effect on anything else, especially like stats and whatnot. I'll do the same thing that I think I did in my last playthrough, which is, or my plan is anyway, to keep Ramza basically at whatever, probably level 1, until I'm able to unlock the ninja command, or the ninja job for him, which, you know, is a process that I'll explain a little bit more later. But yeah, again, this battle really has no effect on anything. But they bear the crest of the Black Lion. Duke Goltana must be mad. Does he mean to start a war? You there, wench. You cannot hope to defeat us. You will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours. It's like a compliment, but a threat. That takes talent. A head-on assault. These swords of Goltana lack wits one and all. In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gefgarian. I'm happy you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Ramza with me. Alright. Our objective is to defeat all enemies. Kill them all, leave no man standing. You would have us slaughter them? Are you mad? Kill them here and you'll have played into Duke Goltana's hands. We need only put them to rout. I find dead men rout more easily. Yeah, he's pretty bloodthirsty. Alright, here's Shadow Blade. One of the best abilities actually in the game. Not only does it deal damage from range, but also heals the user. Here, this doesn't really matter much. So I should also say I've tweaked Ramza's Squire. I don't remember exactly on which version of his Squire is. Oops, that's not the right command. There we go. Yeah, this is probably fine. So Ramza has his base class is very strange in that not only is it a souped-up Squire, but it also changes based on which chapter you're in. So I think chapter 1, his Squire is, I mean, like his base Squire, right? And then chapter 2 and 3, you get increased Definitely increased abilities, or like more, you get to learn more abilities in it, which is very, I don't think there's any other job that behaves that way in the game. And then in chapter 4 it changes again, and not only in his abilities, his equipment options change as well. So again, just very, very strange and very cool. It's kind of a shame that more of the jobs didn't kind of behave that way, but just unique to say the least. Here's the Rend armor again. This doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, he destroyed my chainmail. Dang, doesn't matter because yeah, we just don't need to worry about it. The EXP, the job levels, none of the stuff from this battle matters at all. I just noticed. So in some versions of the game, I think what is his name in this one? Is it Lad? And in other versions, specifically, well, I should probably say I think there's only actually other one like version of this game, right? And that's the PlayStation, or the just the regular PlayStation version. And I think his name is Rad. And then here's Alicia. I don't remember. I think Lavian is another one of the female knights that kind of helps out with Agrius, and I think that's. Let's see here. Can I look here? Yeah, here's Lavian. Alicia, is it Lad? Yeah, it's Lad. Right? Yeah, Lad and Lavian actually become, or you can actually recruit them later. They're. It is actually important to do that. Now, obviously, that's a ways out, and we don't have to worry about that for a long time. But they specifically, I think it's Lavian and Alicia need to be recruited in order to get one of the accessories in the game. There's the Judgment Blade. Agrius, probably my favorite character in the entire game. Her only issue is she's kind of slow when you first get her, but I really like her sword abilities. And she's like the earliest of the kind of like the knights, I guess I would say, that you can get in the game. I don't remember if she's I think she's probably Act 2, like probably the beginning of Act 2, actually, now that I think about it. Oh no. And here, I think if any of your characters go down, they just get the stars over their head. That means that they're not going to leave items, because they'll never actually truly die in combat, which is very strange. That's that's usually not how this game functions. Usually if a unit dies in battle or drops to 0 HP in battle, then there'll be a little counter that starts, and then when that counter expires, they are permanently killed. Man, I gotta get used to these controls again. Yep, that is not right. That is not right. Can I not? There we go. Okay, so it's... Man, yeah, this is gonna be tough to remember the commands here. Specifically spinning the camera. Just gotta get back into it. Oh, and then I get blocked. Generally, you want to attack from behind or the sides if possible. It's just less than ideal to attack head on. Enemies just have a better chance of blocking and parrying and whatnot. Oh, and this guy's gonna eat dirt. So here he's charging, and actually charging, I think, pretty much drops your defenses. Like, you can't. I don't even know if you can block or parry when you're charging. Oh, here we're... Okay, Agrius blinded, yes, 2 allies, and didn't blind the target that she intended on. Which is one of the reasons why magic is kind of bad in this game. Shadow Blade. Aside from also the fact that, she had to charge, right? It wasn't instant. I feel like magic, if it had been kind of instant, I would have Liked it a lot more. There's ways to, you know, reduce your charge times and stuff so that you can actually land some spells a little bit easier. But generally, I just don't. I don't really like it, and for that exact reason, right? It's you have to do a bunch of extra stuff to make it even good. Whereas here you go, Judgment Blade, a bunch of damage there and a cross pattern, and it also sometimes uses stop, which is one of the reasons why I love the Knight so much. All right, cutscene time again. Records of the hero Delita first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw knights returning from the front stripped of livelihood, their fealty to the crown and nobility abandoned. Many became rogues and traitors, men donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason against the crown. It was a time of great unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of such, the city of Garland, too, saw its share. Chapter 1, The Meager. The Royal Military Academy at Garland. Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egris. The Corpse Brigade again? I wonder where all this leads. Delita, what do you make of this? I'm not sure. I have my guesses, but I'm listening. I think Duke Larg is coming to Garland. Duke Larg? Why? Not just the Duke, the Marquis Elmador de Limberry, too. That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit. All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is they number too few. And they mean to bolster their numbers with us? All right, everybody, form up. The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the crown. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade, an operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard, stationed at Igros. This will leave Igros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses. The time to take up arms is upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves routed by our knights flees here to Garland, seeking refuge. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed. All right. How do I get into the eye of the storm? So I'm going to save here, and we'll pick it up in the next one because we've got a battle basically right after this. So as always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.